CrossFit fan? We are here. We are a little delayed. We had Halloween. We are here for our 20.3, 20.4 recap, as well as our intro to 20.5.
So back in 20.3 with the deadlifts and handstand push-ups, if you got that workout, our RX men are going to be Justin Coffin, no surprise there, Aaron and JC. Aaron coming in on podium, representing for 6 a.m. again, and then JC battling through those heavy deadlifts. RX women, shout out to our very own Simone.
Simone! She's here in the house.
She's over there. She's camera shy.
Socorro, who represent for our Masters category.
Nice.
In her Masters division, she did RX, so shout out to Socorro. And then Aya for third place. In our scaled men and women, we got Frankie, Daniel, and Aldrin. Frankie bumping Daniel down to second finally. And then on our scaled women, we got Kaislyn, Shanaz, and Irene. Shout out to you ladies. And then as far as our team goes, go ahead and
All right, so I think for the third week in a row, we have Team Badass Bunch in first place. RBF taking second place this week. Unexpected coming in third. And Crossbones. Come on. Come on, AJ. Coming in fourth. Team Spirit of the Week again, I think 3 weeks in a row. Badass Bunch. And then individual spirit. Marius with the amazing costume.
Full paint.
Full paint. Fantastic.
Our individual call-outs for 20.3, we had some ladies get their first ever handstand push-up to a full mat. Sonal has been doing them. She's been working hard on them. We took the mat out, and she did really well. Deb, I believe it was her first ever time upside down, so great job to Deborah. And then Eve, I think the whole gym was in the corner cheering for her and coaching for her, and she got a couple handstand push-ups all the way down, so great job, ladies.
Nice.
Great job, 20.3.
Awesome. On to 20.4.
And in the RX division, again 20.4, if you forgot that workout, it was the clean and jerk workout with the box of pistols. RX men, Justin again leading the pack, and surprisingly myself coming in second. And then
Pedro
coming in third. Shout out to us, finally showing our face on the podium here.
Nice.
RX women, we got Phoebe, Brenda, and Simone. Finally saw some people giving Simone a run for her money here. And then our scale division, Daniel back on top, Joe,
Big Joe.
and Jeff. Joe showing his strength, And then our scale woman, Triana, destroying that
5
scale
a.m.
plate.
5 a.m.
Gemma and Deb fighting again for those top spots. And then as far as our team goes, we got a nice little change here.
Yeah, hey, shout out to Team Unexpected. Sometimes you gotta expect the unexpected. So nice job.
Nice banner. There we go.
Awesome. RBF with the consistently
decent.
finish and second again. Bumping Badass Bunch. Don, what happened? What happened? Anyway, and then Crossbones, no surprise, brings up the rear.
Where's our captains at? Omar, Frankie, let's go!
Let's go, guys. Come on, pick it up.
Pick it up.
All right, Team Spirit again, 4 for 4. Badass Bunch. You guys
coming in with the costumes, the cheering on. 20.4, actually, they had made little banners for each team, so that was pretty cool on their part.
I was surprised to see that. I looked over and I saw Mimi with the banner for Team Unexpected. That was awesome.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah, you guys.
And then individual spirit, we got a few votes here for Morgan for dressing in a full Frida outfit. That was awesome. That was a really nice costume on her part. And we have also a few call-outs. We want to give them a shout out.
So this week we saw a lot of PRs. We had a lot of great attempts here. So we had some people here. Mark, another call-out to Sonal. She cleaned it 2 or 3 times and then finally got it overhead. So she hit a PR on a clean and jerk. Big Aaron Tostinator right there, 6 a.m. yet again. Eve, again, same thing. Clean. She had like 4 attempts, I think, and then she finally got it overhead. Same thing with Aya. Aaron L. Diana, she's another one. She hit a clean and jerk. She was pretty scared, timid going up to the bar. Jeanette, a shout out for me. I'm calling that one out. She did great. She retested the workout. She also, after she retested, after 30 full pistols, she PR'd her clean. She couldn't get it over her head, but she did PR her clean, so Jeanette, great job. One we forgot to write on here was also Shanaz. She, I believe, got to the 145 bar, and she hit a PR clean and jerk at 145. So we didn't write you Shanaz, but
Shanaz.
Good job.
all right. So overall team, we're gonna flip this thing around here.
So
go
much
ahead,
to go through.
Go ahead, Justin, overall.
All right, overall team standings, badass bunch. Consistently good. Decent.
RBF is second.
Decent.
Yeah, for second.
Hey, we're right there.
Consistency, baby. This is just right there.
Oh, we're second.
Unexpected, jumping up a spot, I think, with coming in first place.
Yeah, from that
20.4. Again, just reiterating, we got first last week. And then Crossbones
Still
now
third
bringing up the
Consistent.
Crossbones.
All right.
Exactly. All right, 20.5.
So we got
what do we got?
20.5. There it is. The moment we've all been waiting for. Finally, the last one of the Open. We saw, as Dave Castro promised, we have never seen a workout like this before. We have for time 40 ring muscle ups or pull ups if you're going to do scale, 80 calorie row, and 120 wall ball shots. Again, where it's where you threw the curveball, where we've never seen it before, you can do this however you want to do it. So you can, there's no, you do not have to do all the ring before you go to the row, etc. You can, break this up however you want to do it. So what do you think about that curveball, AJ?
I think it was kind of surprising when I first heard them announce a 40 ring muscle. I was like, oh my gosh, we're doing 40 in a row. What is going on here? And when they brought out that repetition curveball, I was like kind of surprised about that. And then hearing about the tie break, actually, the tie break going into that, you finish your 80 calorie row, 120 wall balls again, however you do that. Once those two movements are done, you look at the clock and that's your score, or your tie break score, I should say. And I'm going to assume the tie break score is going to play a big part in this week's scoring, because not a lot of people may get to the ring muscle up or scale. Is actually going to be a kipping pull-up, be aware of that for the scaled athletes. A lot of us, scaled and RX, may get stuck just finishing the calorie row and wall balls, so it's going to be key to finish those as quick as you can.
Yep.
So
some overall strategies, what we kind of talked about, and we actually saw two or three athletes do it, is play to your strength. Some people are better at rowing, they're better at wall balls. Like AJ said, you're going to get more reps, obviously, just mathematically looking at this here. You'll get more reps here. So if you can't string along together kipping pull-ups, it doesn't really do you much effort to hang on the bar if you're not in a good kipping rhythm. Maybe you do one and then you transition quick, which kind of takes us to our next one here, is quick transition times. A transition time does not necessarily mean a rest. We do want to get moving into our next movement right away. So I would not strap my feet into the rower. That way you can step your feet in and start pulling right away. Pick that ball up into that squat clean and get moving right away. A transition does not necessarily mean rest. All right. We also talked about the quick tie break time. Again, if you do not have a ring muscle up or you're not very efficient on pull-ups, maybe your goal is to try to get the quickest tie break time, and then from there we'll see where you kind of end up. All right. And then the last one, following Coach Justin here, stick to a strategy. We had a couple athletes break this into 10 rounds of an even workout. It was 10 rounds of 12 wall balls and 8 cal row. Try to get that done as quick as you can. But what you don't want to do is do like 75 wall balls and then your hands on your knees and you're out of breath and you can't row. So try to pick a strategy, something that you're good at to your strength, and then try to stick to that. So anything else on that, Justin or AJ? Or
No, I think that's a pretty good summary. I'm still trying to figure out my strategy for tomorrow. So if I come up with one, then I'll share it. But yeah, that one is it's definitely a curveball. So strategy is a big part of this workout.
Oh yeah, wall balls and rowing definitely something I'm not going to be super great at. Reminds me of a 19.1,
Yes.
and I'm debating. I don't know what even my tiebreak score will be. So what I'm hoping to do is get at least one or two ring muscle ups in the beginning of a round, and then depending, I'm still thinking about this, is doing another set of ring muscle ups in between my row and wall ball to see how that plays out. Because if I can finish the calorie wall balls regardless and get a few ring muscle ups in there, that'll kind of bring up my score regardless of the tie break at that point. So again, I'm not sure how this workout's going to feel for me. Again, I'm a really bad rower and wall baller, so we'll see.
Baller.
yeah, we saw Patrick Vellner and things like that. When they did it, they actually separated. So if they're pulling themselves on the ring muscle ups, they would try to get the row after. So they were actually going ring muscle up to wall ball, because there's no pull in the wall ball. It's more of a press, where on the row you have to pull. So that's something, if you're using your arms and your upper body, which we try not to teach in the row, that's something that might come into play. Last open here, ultimately, let's come out tomorrow. Let's have some fun. I believe we can make the announcement now, right?
Yeah.
Everyone wear your best 80s gear.
80s gear.
Right? Come in
Yep.
your best 80s gear. We want to see the best costumes. And let's just get after it. Let's have some fun.
All right, guys.